Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Now here's the toss play. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Now it's second down here. Looking for some space. It's Jefferson. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
The Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Tries the right with a quick throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. Quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and effective.
They look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on 1st and 2nd down, so you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this is what the offensive coordinator told us yesterday, Chris, in our production meeting. They thought they had an advantage up front with the line of scrimmage. And on this opening drive, we continue to see the offensive line and this back putting up positive yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They'll hand it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical. He's got speed. He is tough to bring down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now they'll run it on the draw. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And the Gamecocks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. He'll hand it off. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. The shotgun running play call. And that run produces a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Well, Chrissy, think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in the third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Touchdown, Gators. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. And the Gators have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here comes a handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. And he knocks that one right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And the wideout goes in motion. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Makes the catch downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. A new set of downs after that completion. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And at 1st down, they go right back to him. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is made, but it's good for a first down at the 47.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, keep hammering away with that run game.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Simmons. Quick throw to the left. He pulls it in for a big gain. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
The Gators trying to cash in here in the red zone. On the ground, it's Daniels. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. On third down, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Tailback takes the handoff again. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
And the Gators will line up now. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And the defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. Another handoff to him on second and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
They've been stopped on third down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
The extra point is good. They draw within 4, 14-10. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Finds room at the 30. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another first and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but Here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and move toward the second half. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Scanning the field. It's Simmons. Receiver makes the grab and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
This will likely be the last play of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They get the second half started with their running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Receiver in motion now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Great cut there. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And they stopped him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Chris, let's give the back a lot of credit on this play. I thought he might be brought down for a short gain, but he just kept giving great effort, and he picks up a lot of these yards after contact.
Touchdown, Gators. And the comeback continues. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game, and that score is a great start.
Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And the defense wraps him up.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
The Gators will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. Turner looking to make a play here. Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a 1st down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that short completion. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick throw caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the stills.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The Gamecocks look to keep this drive moving. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence on the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. They're going to run it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And the returner will be brought down. The Gators offense retakes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Scanning the field. It's Simmons. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
It's an out route. The catch made.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the move, looking deep. Touchdown, Florida. Fought all the way back to take the lead. Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a 2-point conversion, and extend the lead to 3. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He makes the catch, a successful two-point conversion.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And one final play before the end of the quarter. There's the handoff. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And now the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Now this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Snags the quick throw. And the game just good enough for a first down.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
And the Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He's found some room at the 45. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on 3rd down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the first down. And he's able to do that here in the 4th quarter.
The Gamecocks are in the red zone. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Touchdown, South Carolina. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the Gators come to the line in a hurry up. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. Here's the second down play.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Gators with first and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On first and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Hawkins. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
And it's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Here's a first and 10 play. They're going to run it here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back to throw. It's Simmons. Looking for the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. keeping it on the ground here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch does get the foot down.
Wow, a big chunk play to pick up the first down. Now, don't get me wrong, he went out of bounds, but by getting that first down, new set of downs, continue to milk that clock and try to get this win.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback just takes a knee. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.